Now currently I'm testing out the system outside of the case. The graphics card that I'm using now is the Nvidia GeForce 8600 GT. Just start trying it out to get into the BIOS. And there are a few things you will need to keep in mind. The so-called front panel connector, which is used for things like the power switch, has some of the connectors diagonally placed. So if you take a power switch cable, you can't just put that in a straight line on this connector with other cables. You'll need to place the front panel connectors diagonally. And then you will need to work from the plus to the minus, from left to right. Just connecting the power switch is enough. Another thing I've came across is the PSU. I will choose the stock PSU, which has a custom connector, the one in the corner, the 10-pin connector, and then you have the 4-pin connector for the CPU. The 10-pin connector in the corner is not a standard PSU connector. It's custom made for MSI and Lenovo. And I've tried out the system, I got a display output of it, and I didn't even have to swap the CPU actually. But I did. I've swapped the Xeon CPU out for an Intel Core i5 of the 4th gen. And I hope that it will work. Actually not. I didn't get the display out until I removed a RAM stick. For some reason, when I put RAM in the slot, the PC doesn't boot up like normal, which is unfortunate. So now I can forget about having 16GB of RAM in the system. And I'm left with 8GB of RAM and single channel. So it can't always go to plan. Connecting a dedicated GPU is possible. Installing the CPU cooler, it was surely possible. The fan connectors are standard. But it just really annoys me that I can't install 16GB of RAM in the system.